Okay, so I have a 23 Silverado Trail Boss, and I've been shopping for new tires for my truck. And I really wanted to go just a little bit bigger, but wider, because these wheels, they're flat faced, and they even kind of somewhat have a little bit of a bulge on the outside. So my stock tires kind of had the rim almost flush with the width of the tire. I just didn't like that. I didn't like the look of it. And even when you go on the Chevy website to build your truck and they give you that kind of image of what the truck looks like, it looks like it has more aggressive tires than what comes with the truck. And that always bothered me. So I did a lot of research online trying to figure out how wide can I go, and I could never get the answer I was looking for. A lot of people went with tires that were 11.5 inches wide, saying that was about the max. I saw one user saying that his tire was 11.6, and you couldn't put two pieces of paper together and rub between the upper control arm. And that's where the problem is. The upper control arm on these trucks are already super close to the stock tire. So if you go any wider, you risk rubbing that upper control arm. So you're really limited. The people that have gone with like 12.5 inch wide tires have had to put spacers on. So I ordered these tires, and these are the Maxxis Razr MTs, and the size of these are the 295 55/20s. When you go on their website, it states that these are a little bit more than 33 inches, like 33 and some change. I'll have to pull up the information. So they're a little bit bigger than stock. The stock tires are, I think, 32.8. So these are just a little bit taller, which is fine. I didn't want to go crazy. But the width on these are 12.1 inches wide, and I was super concerned. So I ordered them, and also ordered a 1/2 inch spacer. That's where I ran into a problem. I got the 1/2 inch spacer, I put it on my truck, tightened it down on the driver's side, and I could tell that my lugs weren't getting torqued. So I moved over to the passenger side, and as I was trying to torque my lugs, the fear came out when they started getting a little looser or not tightening up, and I realized I stripped every one of my studs. So I went back to the driver's side, backed them off, put a mark on there, and realized that I'm only getting 2.5, almost 3 turns before it the contact with the hub or the spacer, and that's not enough. That's dangerous, essentially. So I replaced all the stud. Here's your 2 options. You can, if you want to go with that 1/2 inch spacer, you're going to have to get a longer stud. And I did find some forums that referenced a Dorman stud that's for a Ford truck, but it's the same specs as our trucks, and it gives it a longer stud. I just went back with the stock studs because I just wanted to get my truck back on the road. And then I went to a tire shop and said, please mount one of these tires and let's see how close it is to the upper control arm. And boy, it was close. So close that I could just slide a piece of cardboard in between it. So I had them just mount the tires, let me get home until I can figure out if it's going to be an issue or not. And my plan was then to just go with maybe a 1/4 inch spacer and still have enough turns on the lugs. But once I got home, I turned the wheels back and forth, and there was no contact with the upper control arm. I put it up on the curb to just give it a little flex. Still no change in the distance between the tire and that upper control arm. So I think I'm good. I'm like, this is fine. I'm not doing any extreme hardcore off-roading. If I do, a little contact's probably going to be okay because I'm not going to be Baja in this truck anywhere. So I think I got lucky there. And this is the reason why I made the video, because 12.1 inches will fit on this truck. I don't think you can go any more than that. I think this is the max on the width. The height of the tire, again, it's just a little bit taller than the stock tire. I'll roll one up in a minute to show you. But I wasn't going after anything super tall. I like the height of the truck. I just wanted a more aggressive looking tire, and I think I achieved it with these Maxxis Razrs. And also the turning radius, when I turn, it does not come in contact with anything. So I didn't have to do any trimming or any modifications. So that's exactly what I was after. With a brand new truck, I've been down this road before where I modified trucks and trimmed this and that. And you always hear rattling and clacks and what's that sound? I'm done with that. I'm ready just for a stock truck to perform like it's supposed to, and I was trying to keep it within those parameters as much as I can. And I think I did. I think I did with these tires. So I'll shoot some B-roll or some video to show you what the tire looks like as far as how flush it is with the outside. It's almost exactly flush. It may go in just a little bit, and I like that. I don't want them sticking outside my truck, throwing mud and rocks all down the side of my truck. I wanted it at least, you know, the width of the outside fender. You know, I could have went a little bit more, been fine, a little bit less, which where I'm at, and it's just great. So I'll do some video showing the wheels turning. Right now I'll roll up one of the stock wheels to see if it's a big difference or not. Not too much. You can see a little bit. Let me see here. I mean, it doesn't look like it's a lot, but again, this is a tire with no weight on it versus a tire that has weight on it, and I have about 40 pounds running in those. But it's almost the same. It's close, but to me they look bigger. So, and they're per the specs they are bigger. So I think I'm happy with that. Okay, so I hope this really helped somebody out. Again, I could not figure out how wide I could actually go on a set of tires before that upper control arm became an issue. And the 12.1 mark seems to be the answer. You can see here how close it is to the back leaf spring. A lot of space still there. But I think the tires look good. I think they're functioning well. I think in about 6 months, I may do a follow-up video to see, you know, as I've taken this off-road more, if there's any issues. So I hope this helped somebody out. Thanks for watching. Bye.